I've got for you, just want to discuss and let you know my opinion. This is one of the reasons Jess is here with me. We both got the opportunity to look over Red Dead. It came out late last night. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, snap.
I like
Spoilers!
Yep.
You know we spoiling stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
You already know what it is.
Um,
Triple D&D reviews. Red Dead Redemption 2.
So, first off, Jess, what did you think? Having, going into it. I know you were a big fan of the first one.
Oh my god. I have sacrificed so many hours of my life to Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption is entirely responsible for me canceling my GameFly account because I just kept renting the same game month after month after month, and I thought to myself, I should buy this thing. But my first thought
Why
was...
didn't go in?
Yeah,
Why didn't do it? I just
no
knew I would
joke.
want the games.
You see, you are a wiser man than I. But my first thought was that it felt like coming home. You know, the opening, without giving too much away, really strongly reminded me of The Hateful Eight, which is a fantastic Quentin Tarantino film.
Quentin Tarantino.
The
the
setting at
music
the beginning,
is
too,
exceptional,
yeah.
I think.
Oh man, that's 70. What is it? 70 millimeter.
Yeah, and
Wish.
I must say there's a lot of gruesome violence, terrible people. I mean, just terrible people who are morally wrong
Bankrupt in every
on the
way.
inside in a truly fundamental way.
There's a moment at the very beginning, because they do something that's a little frustrating at the very beginning of the game, but I totally get it. I, having played the game before, instantly want to be able to run around and do shit. And they slow you down by putting you in an environment that it has a lot of snow. So you can, tap that X all you want to move faster, but you're still trudging through 3 or 4 feet of snow. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, good luck moving fast.
Right.
So, but there's this moment pretty early on where you get the option to, let someone go or beat them to death. You beat information out of them.
Okay.
And then from there, you get to make the choice.
Now let's pause. What do you think that Jean-Luc chose? Let the person go or beat them to death?
You know what? Jean-Luc is a ball of question marks, and I like that about Jean-Luc.
He's an enigma.
Definitely an enigma wrapped in a puzzle of sorts. I want to say that Jean-Luc, I rolled a 12. I say you let him go.
Wrong. He beat them to death with his bare hands.
Shamelessly.
God. I don't even know you, Jean-Luc.
I don't even know
you.
I don't even know how this is possible, but as he was beating him, I swear to God, that man called him daddy.
No, it took 3 or 4 more hits than it probably should have to finish him, but I was determined. Once I started,
you say that, I think the will to live is strong enough that you could last that more 3 to 4 hits.
They're hard, man, but it gives you the option early to be a good character or just be terrible, terrible. And I love that.
If you guys are listening to this and you're in a relationship with Jean-Luc like I was, we are now scared of what we think he is, okay?
You also do it in front of the man's horse and then take it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
No.
Yeah, we're going to sleep with the door locked tonight.
Every time you kick the horse, man, that's a PTSD trigger. Bam, 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 right there.
That's rough.
It is. It is.
It is stunningly beautiful.
Okay, I was just about to ask. So now with us into the new gen, you have Red Dead kicking it off again. Rockstar, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So always. So you got that. So you got obviously the cinematic is right?
Yeah. It's pretty.
Okay.
It's real pretty,
Cool.
and that's
A lot of eye candy.
I'm not even using the 4K version of it.
Okay.
It's still very pretty.
And, actually on that note, something that I really appreciated is that this Red Dead has got a first-person mode where you can just pop right up into the action, and that, sort of beautiful quality remains even when you're up close right behind those gun models. They don't lose any of their luster. Everything just looks perfect and smooth. It's nice and round, none of those hard edges or anything like that.
Rough pixels.
And also the gameplay is very different in third person versus first person.
Definitely.
In first person, you've got the sort of frantic level of watching very angry, very undereducated people coming after you with heavy firepower. But in third person, you get all that joy of just watching a little man who isn't you go and experience many painful falls down rocky cliffs and being trampled by horses.
You also just get to see more around you in the third person. Yeah, in the first person, I think you frantic is 100% the right word. It's a little more intense on some level. So some of those really brutal kills that are brutal in third person are that much more brutal in a first person.
I remember,
and they gave you a great number of ways to kill people.
Yeah, no, I mean, Rockstar's been doing a really good job. I mean, with GTA 5 was definitely when they released the update for the first person. And I remember getting a taste of that, like just driving around, doing normal missions. First person was way more intense. And it was just like, yes, I don't know, frantic, yes, I'd say ultra high alert.
Yeah.
I would say frantic because I feel like frantic was like ultra high, like everything. You're like, what's that? Is that the wind? Is that the wind? Is that blowing that leaf?
I would say that my asshole was about 80% clenched.
Dude, I'm definitely edge of the seat. I'm sweating a light bit above the breath. Definitely sweat.
It's much like a gazelle in the Serengeti. What was that? Probably nothing. Well, I'm gonna move over here just in case.
Yeah, that is it though. Like that's
light
frozen.
Light steps.
Yeah, right.
Oh my!
He flees like a deer in headlights.
To be more specific too on the graphics aspect of it, and this is something Jess pointed out to me as we were playing it. There are moments when like the sun catches behind somebody, like behind their ear or their nose, and you see the tip of their nose or the side of their ear glow a little bit with the light coming through like the cartilage.
Wow.
Like it is
like the detail.
Yeah, they're really beautiful
level.
translucent effects.
Like was captivating. Like it's they did an incredible job with it.
I noticed the same held true for Windows as well. They had the sort of older style antique glass, where it kind of runs down a little bit, so it's a little wobbly when you look through it. And it was exactly the same thing when you're looking through the saloon windows and the windows of people's houses, that it's got that sort of wobbly effect to it.
Dude, shout out to the companies and the studios that can pay to have quality nerds sit back and be like, I'm going to spend 2 months on these windows.
Oh,
don't think about it. That was someone's job, like water, windows, wind. Like those are people's jobs. Here's your project for the next 6 weeks. Go ahead and get these windows right.
And they did. There was a moment last night when we were playing. And Ian was there, and like he pointed out, he was like, the sound of the horse's hooves crunching in the snow as it walks is great. It's just little pieces like that details they didn't have to put in, but totally did.
But it's worth it. I mean, the experience. It's if you're gonna kick the door in the second time, you got to come back with something, right?
Yeah,
I feel
like, especially with coming off of something as great as Red Dead.
As the first,
yeah,
exactly.
Because I played bits and pieces of the Red Dead the first, but never got to dive fully in. I think the most I've ever dove into a Rockstar game would be GTA 5. So I heard that they have. So seeing some of the bits of Red Dead and seeing like the things that they kind of share, the Rockstar kind of keeps, like the weapon wheel and the slowing of time and things like that while you're accessing the weapon wheel is pretty cool. So I mean, obviously they keep that in the game.
Oh
right?
yeah, no, it is very clearly a Rockstar game.
Nice.
Like
and dude, I love that about Rockstar, man. It's like yeah, it's us. So there's going to be things that let you know it's us. But it still gives us that chance to be like, I'm going to surprise you. And you're like, this is the relationship I like.
They are almost their own genre.
Yeah. And, the thing that I find very interesting about Rockstar, right, is that they've never shied away from controversy. If you think back over their history, there was the hot coffee scandal, where there was that part of GTA where you could go, bang a hooker in her house. And at the end of the day, much like a lot of really great directors who've made very controversial films, they justify that by the high level of excellence that they require for the artistic level of their games.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at like GTA 5, it's on par with like watching The Godfather or like watching Goodfellas. It's like it's something that's just it's memorable. It makes an impact, and I think that is just so important in any medium of art to be able to challenge people and explore difficult topics, but do so in a way that's just so excellent that no one can question you.
Their storytelling has definitely, like, Rockstar in general over time gotten. I mean, video games in general have, but more sophisticated.
Dude, definitely climbing up to God tier. I mean, as you say that, I think about how many hours my friend and I actually played GTA 5. It was funny because
Yup.
I grew up with friends who played the GTA games.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would go to their house, I'd play around here and there. I think Vice City had came out.
Yup, that's when I got in.
Yeah, and I saw my homeboy was into it really tough. And so I liked the art, the concept and things like that.
Music was great.
The music was really good. And then, but GTA 5 was when I actually was like, okay, this is my chance and I'm going to give it a try. And I never understood the craze. I understood the craze,
Yeah.
but I understood it on a personal level in GTA 5. And like you said, every little detail. I mean, the sun on the water, the music, the slowdown of the fucking Franklin's bullet time, drive time, and it was nuts. I mean, just everything, like you said. So it was definitely a higher level of art, and so I feel like GTA 5 reached that level.
100%.
You're like, yo,
100%.
we are now a classic.
Exactly.
I feel like this is now something someone says, "Oh, you're a gamer. Have you played this?"
At the point you can re-release your game like that,
Dude,
like
GTA 5 is still going right now.
Yeah, 100%.
DLC, and dudes are playing it daily.
100%. I think too. It was very smart of them, and not something I was curious to see if it happened here, but it doesn't seem like it's going to. Where in GTA you had the multiple characters that you followed, and I think it gave it a little more variety to reach everybody, and I think everybody identified with one character a little more than But dude, Franklin was dope.
Dude,
Franklin was
It
dope.
was either Franklin or Trevor, honestly, man. Don't get me wrong. Michael was just such a boring character. No, stop. I'll take that back. I do apologize. He was not a boring character.
He was straightforward.
He was multi-dimensional, but it was a story that I've seen before.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, this privileged, tortured guy. Oh, boo-hoo. Hey, Franklin. Hey, Trevor.
and for Franklin to be the one at the end to get that the option to
dude, right? And
end it,
because you never see he definitely has this I'm the underling, but he's not. He's he's like the underling ace in the hole type situation. You know what I'm saying? It's
and you see him come. Maybe in some ways, you see him come the furthest, for his criminal career.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he got a house. Thank you, Lester. Shout out to Lester. Oh my God, I wanted Lester in IRL. Dude.
Number
Where's
one
my
job
Lester?
creator 20.
Right? Dude, Lester 2020. He's got the real jobs.
I know, man.
Dude, who got jobs where? Side note, go vote, everyone.
Do it.
Go vote.
You should.
Vote.
Dude, it
matters.
doesn't matter who you vote for. Just go vote because we need old people out of there.
Well, I mean, it does matter. Think about it. Vote your heart.
I mean,
right?
vote
don't
your heart.
Don't just scattershot that.
I mean, it doesn't matter who you vote. I mean, if you're gonna go vote and your heart goes this way,
Exactly.
your heart goes because I see two of the same consonants in this person's name. I'm gonna vote for that person. Okay, fine, do what you do, but just go and do it.
Indeed.
Please
Have
please,
a system.
just-
Have a thought
do
process.
something. Go out there and go read some stuff. But back to Red Dead with Rockstar being amazing.
There's talking about the story too and how they've evolved. It's interesting that this actually takes place before the first one does.
Nice.
So a lot, and it deals with the gang that John Marston was with, that he basically in Red Dead Redemption hunts down and kills. So there are a lot of these characters.
Spoiler alert: a lot of people die in this world.
Yeah, so you go in, if you played the first one, you go in seeing some of these characters that were the villains in the last one that are shown in a somewhat more sympathetic light, and that are going to die, and it's interesting seeing this, and how they are seemingly turning your feelings about a character, and I love it when that happens, when your opinion on a character changes a little bit.
Shout out to storytelling.
Yeah.
Dude, good storytelling.
The bad guy from the last one seems like he still means well, and I think you're going to see his descent into becoming a darker character.
I need to play Red Dead 1, dude, fully. I need to go back.
Honestly,
and
though,
then play it.
it's one of those games that's good enough that you could play it now
No,
and
dude,
it wouldn't be
100%.
I've heard so much. I've heard like Fallout New Vegas. Come on, man. I'll go back and smack some
That's a
Fallout
great
New
game.
Vegas, some Skyrim.
The best part is they're just getting cheaper by the day.
Yeah,
True.
right? I'm just like, I'm back. It's like, yeah, dude.
Wait 6 months. I bet you can get them in a bundle on PS.
That's how I got Skyrim. Hello. Is that the Ultimate Edition? Talking about all the shouts.
That's like the Galaxy Brain gamer, right? The one that the one that waits until it's finally on bundle
I'm just
discount.
like, wait. Deluxe. Yeah!
You get to rob trains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, the train robbery was super satisfying.
Nice.
Like, once you got to the front of the train, you stopped it, and then once the train stopped, you had to deal with everybody still at the back of the train, like, further back from where you hopped on.
And by deal
Like-
with them, he means give them a party favor and send them home nicely.
Nice.
If by party favor you mean bullet.
Yeah, that would be the most common party favor you could have.
Especially in the West. Got you a shot back then.
I mean,
Nice,
you know,
nice.
you can get a lot of them for cheap in this world.
Nice. I'll take those to the body.
There are little extra animations they added. Like, Jess pointed this out too. When I was getting close to another NPC, like his horse, like my horse got a little too close to his horse bucked a little bit to like kick back just a little bit to keep mine at bay.
Yeah,
like,
it was like a little, hey, fuck you, get back.
Yeah, this
Nice.
interesting like extra interaction that you didn't have to put in there, but definitely adds to the immersion of like the whole world.
So they went full detail. Like,
No.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
so
100%.
that's, and like I said, again, like I remember back we were talking about a game being able to crank out a number 2. If it has these things
Yup.
to hit the door again, like that, like you guys are saying, like super detail oriented. Because now I'm getting like extra pumped about it. I'm like, wait,
They've-
should I
they-
need to
they've
download this? I think I might need to download it.
Definitely made improvements. And I think because it's the second one, but it takes place earlier, it may not be a bad place to hop on. Like, thus far, I don't feel like I've missed anything.
Yeah, I definitely think
Had I not played the first
you could
one.
play
What
them in
about
either order.
Mhm.
What is the name? Is it called the Deadeye? What about the Deadeye engine? Is that
Oh,
the Deadeye is the slowing? I remember that from Red Dead when everyone was like, "Yeah, this is cool." So
I've yet to... they clearly talk about it, right? I have not figured it out. And I think, thinking back now, I think there's... you press in on both thumbsticks, basically, and it slows time for you there, and it's explained to you when you're hunting to, like, help you, like, find the deer.
Okay.
I think maybe I misused it now, because I think maybe I was
Someone
supposed
say,
to use it to shoot the deer, and I didn't. And I'm thinking maybe that's where the Deadeye is.
Well, the deer appreciates your restraint.
Well, no, I mean, I
right,
still
okay.
got him, right? It was just, I think, more
Let me
difficult than
guess,
it
you
needed
choked
to
him
be.
with your bare hand.
Exactly.
You know what? This relationship is under question.
And once again, in an incredible twist, the deer called him daddy.
Yo, you see what's happening? Just this immersion into darkness. I don't like it.
There was a moment where I needed to know what you, like, I was testing the limits of the game early, where, like, some wolves start running down a hill
Are
at
you
you.
choking wolves too?
I tried. I did try.
You need to, yo, you need to be
I put
stopped.
my gun away and just ran it barefisted, trying to, it did not go well.
Yo, I don't know, Jean-Luc. I'm asking questions in my mind.
Triple D&D.